We're actually on a deload week this week, so workouts are pretty minimal because camp starts, I guess, technically a week from tomorrow. We report a week from today. So just gonna be doing some little movements just to keep the body in tip-top shape.
I would describe my play style in one word as consistent.
Logan Wilson, the elite middle linebacker, navigated around but threw it into traffic, and it's intercepted, but brought down on a great play by Logan Wilson.
There's ebbs and flows throughout your career, but when you're always humble, you take pride in the top moments and you also take pride in the low moments.
And incomplete have sealed the deal.
Because the low moments are what help you grow as an athlete.
Sounds like Logan Wilson set to miss multiple games and was able to leave on his own power, but the Bengals are hopeful that Logan Wilson is going to be week to week. Hopeful.
At the end of the day, it's still football. It's still the same game I've been playing since I was in 4th grade. You do have to learn to love the process of what you're doing if you want to be successful in anything. That's not just football, that's in life. You got to be able to do the monotonous thing consistently good. Last set, best set. I don't want football to tell me when I can't play anymore. I want to walk away from football on my own terms and be proud I accomplished what I did.
It's so pretty.
What piece means the most? I don't know, I feel like that Super Bowl jersey is pretty.
Super Bowl jersey.
Yeah. Like no one ought to be able to take that away from me. When I played the Super Bowl even though we lost.
You get the ring now.
Hopefully. I actually didn't think I would ever be an NFL athlete. I think that it's a goal you kind of strive for, but at the same time I'm a realist, and it's not necessarily the most realistic goal to make it to the NFL. And I didn't go to the University of Wyoming with the hopes to just make it to the NFL. You know, I was just going there to get my degree, play football on the side, and football ended up working out better than I could have ever imagined. And I take pride in being from the state of Wyoming and being a role model for kids here, for friends, family, cousins. I try to do things the right way, carry myself the right way, and just show kids what they need to do to be successful. And it's not just in football or sports, it's just kind of all these little mindsets and things that I've learned along the way are things people can take and instill in their daily lives to be successful in whatever their job is.
Right now.
There's been a lot of research on cold plunging before working out because it just gets your body primed and ready to roll. Because normally people cold tub post workout, which actually minimizes your strength gains. So cold plunging in the morning also wakes you up, gets you ready to go. There's no better way. So I had 20 seconds to dunk my head, get the body primed, and then 3 minutes to sit in here. Oh. Burr. We only brought one vehicle back for the wife, so I'm using my Razor to drive around town. That's my vehicle for the summer. It's the perfect Wyoming vehicle, though. It's money. I mean, the season's done, you're pretty much free to just kind of go do whatever. A lot of times guys will take an immediate vacation to kind of unwind, which I think is definitely necessary because the season is very long, and especially when you're on a good team, you're usually going a lot longer than most teams. So we usually come back here to Casper, and that's when the training kind of picks up, and just kind of being diligent about doing the workouts in terms of timing and recovery on your own, because it's a little easier to fight that mental battle of just being like, I could maybe get an extra 15 seconds here for recovery, but just kind of pushing yourself. And big reason why I come back here is to just kind of never forget where I came from and just kind of keep that mentality that I've always had to just kind of keep going. And obviously I have a little different reason to keep going now with a little one in my life too, so it's all good things.
You always gotta do the little things if you wanna be successful in the big things, and like right now, these are the little things. Just preparing my body to work out so that you don't injure yourself or set yourself up for disaster by doing that, especially a week out from camp. Just being diligent about these things, because also helps your body feel a lot better in general, especially throughout the workout.
Who has a good arm? It's all gotta be a decent arm.
You gotta stay available on Sundays, so you gotta take care of yourself in all the things. Nutrition, there's sleep, there's sauna, cold tub. I mean, all the different things that I can do to stay on top of my game and take advantage of, because not only is that important now for football, but I wanna be healthy post-football, which truthfully is the most important thing for me. Yes.
All right, time to get ready for a little lift session.
We get randomly drug tested whenever, and they'll have a guy come down and they'll give you a text like the day before, and they'll have to come down and get a urine sample from you. Being able to have a supplement company that I can trust, I know what I'm putting in my body, is unbelievable. And then to know what I'm putting in my body is like the elite of the elite supplements in terms of being clean and stuff that actually works is huge.
I'm usually I'll chug it right before I do like my warm up. So then by the time I'm starting to lift, it's kicking in. The beta alanine, get the little face itch going. This is the old stomping grounds. Still got all the same signs. This week is a deload week because we start camp next week, so today's just more of a full body lift than anything. You lift to gain strength, but at the end of the day, you're just trying to be strong enough and stay healthy on the field. You don't have to squat the house to be able to tackle a guy in the open field.
Yeah, I think this is the best shape I've been in since I've been in the NFL. You know, we stayed in Cincy during the off season because of my wife wanted to have the baby out there, and so we were there, and I just trained with our strength staff. But it was a blessing in disguise because I got to work with the strength staff, and they got to expose some weaknesses in my body, and I was able to strengthen those. And like the biggest one was my T-spine mobility, which affected my shoulder range of motion, and my shoulder hasn't felt this good since pre-surgery, pre-injury, you know, and so I'm very thankful for that, and just kind of being able to learn from them, having more one-on-one conversations, and just trying to pick their brains because they're health nuts just like myself.
These are not the most intense exercises, but they are very necessary. Protect the knee. Great. Just fall over. I gotta finish that last rep. Make sure you put that on there too, because that's real. Ain't always perfect reps. terminal knee extension. Helps fire your quad at the end range of motion, which in turn helps protect your knee, essentially. So we do a lot of those actually with our strength stuff. I mean, it literally says it on the slack block, balance is power. You gotta be able to, because it's not like you're gonna always be making a tackle where you're, you know, have your feet underneath you. You gotta be able to be balanced in certain situations and be an athletic stance and be able to just kind of find a way. And so you gotta work on it in the off season.
You know how I met you? Best of the best track meet. You're in like 7th grade and I'm working a long pit with Melanie Boyce. Kid comes over and goes, excuse me, sir, you want me to rake for you? Sure. She goes, that's Logan Wilson. So you raked, I gotta go. I got an event coming up. You took off. I was like, who's that kid? She's like, Logan Wilson. He's one of the nicest kids we have. But you raked for me and you must have felt sorry for me when you saw me over there. That's my Logan Wilson story, man.
Yeah.
I shared that with a lot, said it's okay to volunteer. So we'll leave you alone, get you back to it. Had to come say hi, man.
Well, it's good seeing you.
Good to see ya.
I usually try to get protein in after a lift, just to immediately start on recovery. So I'm about to do about 30 minutes of this infrared sauna, which is really good for your skin and recovery, getting used to a little heat acclimation. Because it's really hot in Cincy. So I sit in here for 30 minutes. I usually start at the off season. I start about 20 and then I build it up. We go 25 and then now 30. And so we're towards the end of the off season. So doing 30 minutes at a time to get heat acclimated so that my body can self-regulate itself a lot easier during camp. I feel like that my edge is just learning to never be complacent, especially at this level. But I've never had a get complacent mindset. You know, growing up, like my dad's constant thing he always told me was, no matter what happens, just keep working. You make a mistake, just keep working. It's like just that trying to get better mindset that's been instilled in me since I was a little kid. So just never getting complacent. Reaching the Super Bowl was obviously the pinnacle of my career. You want to win that thing because it's being in this league, you realize how hard it is to truly make it there. You know, there's guys that have played in the league for 10 plus years and have never even seen the playoffs. You know, like you don't take that stuff for granted. You realize how rare it is, the body of work it takes to get there. And obviously we have a goal and a desire to get back there and actually win the thing. We've got the team to do it, but it takes a lot of sacrifice. You got to do things that a lot of people aren't willing to do. The average person isn't willing to do, especially when I'm done, like trying to find a time to get a workout in and taking care of yourself on top of whatever your kids got going on. Like if your kids got sports that week or that night, or there's always gonna be variables in life, and how you respond to them is everything. You have like a different outlook on life. Like it's not just about you and your wife anymore. I think that part of that is just that motivation to give them the best life that they can and help set them up for success. I want to be around for my kids, being healthy, not being hobbled around. Just because I played football for a while doesn't mean I have to let that affect me. I don't want football to tell me when I can't play anymore. I want to walk away from football on my own terms and be proud and happy and I accomplished what I did.